Hello, everybody. This is Antonio, and today's your lucky day because this is the first ever Tonio's Top Tips, where I'll be going through various subjects within real estate investing once a month, and that'll be part of my newsletter and will also be available online. So let's get started. So today I just want to cover one aspect of what I do, and that is how to find and pick neighborhoods to target, right? Because everybody wants to invest, but nobody, you have to be more very specific and drill down into specific neighborhoods. Otherwise, you'll kind of get overwhelmed with everything that's going on around you. So, with that in mind, so here's the new Bright MLS system. Um, and I was going to use it to find a neighborhood that fits my investing criteria. And again, this is only applicable to what I'm doing, but the same principles apply. So what I do is rental investing, turnkey sales. I do some of BRRRR method investing, which is buy, renovate, rent, and refi. So that's kind of a little bit of what I do and what I'm looking for today in a neighborhood that I'm going to pick. And another resource that I always use is this right here. And let me just switch the screen over. Okay, this guy right here. So this map is something called the housing typology map. Um, it's one of the best things that Baltimore City has come out with. This is a new version. So basically, it breaks down the entire city, as you can see here, by what they call housing typology, which is a variety of metrics to determine how distressed certain areas are. Uh, I'm not sure that it includes crime, but it's a pretty good correlation to crime as well. So the purple is the nicest parts, uh, and then blue is good, and then it goes down to green, or like this dark bluish green, and then you get to yellow and orange, and then red. So we're gonna definitely want to stay away from the red. Um, those are the war zone areas of the city that you might see in The Wire. So we're looking for something that's a little bit higher return. So the ARVs that I'm targeting here is somewhere between 60 and 90K. That's kind of the sweet spot for selling to out-of-state investors because it gives you a good balance of you still are able to have a good product and you can put in the money to have a good product, and at the same time you get higher returns because of those lower valuations. So an area I was looking at is this right here. It's called Berea. It's a little pocket in East Baltimore next to some bad areas, but in itself it's kind of a little island of decent area. Another area that I always have been looking at for a long time is okay is Bel Air Edison, which is right here. Anyway, so definitely use this to pick any neighborhoods that you're going to be looking at investing. And so now back to the other sheet with the MLS. Let's see. Okay. So, this is the same view, obviously satellite view with MLS listings on it. And so, just based on the map, Berea looked like a good candidate. So let's look at what the listings actually look like. Um, so there's a little bit of activity going on, as you can see here. And by the way, I already put a filter that only shows things between 60 and 90. So I'm not interested in anything else. So let's look at some of the prices here. 65, 75, 83, 80, 68, 88, 75, 70, 64. Okay, that's a good mix of what we're looking for. And now let's kind of look at what the upper end of that and what the lower end of that looks like. Because we want the upper end to be a little bit nicer, meaning that we can actually go in and do a rehab and we'll have appreciation as a result of that. Because that's why you don't want to invest in areas that are really bad, because any money you put into the property, it basically disappears because the value isn't there. So we want to make sure that you can put a little bit of money into these areas and still be fine. So 88, that's kind of the higher end of what we're looking for. So let's see what that looks like. Any day now. Okay. Okay, guys, after a lot of technical difficulties here with the MLS, we're back. We're almost done. I just wanted to cover one last thing. So we were looking at these properties here in Berea, which I took the time to outline, and we want to see kind of the low end and the high end and see what those look like to make sure that these are uh, properties that we can invest a little bit of money on and get a return on that. So here we look at the higher one, 88. 88,000 is what it's listed for. So let's just take a quick look. Uh, and yep, so, just make sure, if there's AC, yep, it has AC, things like that to tell us that there's been a little bit of investment that's gone into this house. So you can see the bathroom is updated. You have nice hardwood floors. Everything looks clean and nice. The kitchen is modern. So that gives us an indication that this is an area where you can invest a little bit of money and you'll get a return for it as far as valuation goes. So with that, yeah, so we end up with here with the Arborea experiment. I think this is an area that I would really like to invest in, either myself or help clients invest in this area. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to catching up with you guys next month. Have a good one. Bye-bye.